Let's pretend that the body is a city, and that each cell is a busy nightclub. Each time we eat, our body must metabolize glucose to power the cells, which are represented by the clubbers here. In order to be allowed into the cell, each glucose must have an accompanying insulin, which acts like a pass or ID. In a normal body, the insulin key is received by the protein ENPP1, or the bouncer. Once the guest is verified, the door, or protein GLUT4, opens. The outside of the club is also protected by the protein or security guard, CAPN10, who takes care of business by preventing the fats from getting in. Good job, security guard. Imagine if the bouncer at a club was given the wrong guest list by the owner. As a result, the bouncer thinks that all the IDs are invalid and doesn't let anybody in. The angry clubbers are stuck in the street or blood vessel and start a riot that harms the vessel. In more proper terms, due to mutation caused by DNA, the ENPP1 accepts the insulin, but the defective IRS protein is not receptive to it. When the door, or GLUT4, is never open, it results in a harmful buildup of glucose molecules. This results in type 2 diabetes and a serious condition called hyperglycemia. These are some unhappy glucose molecules. Imagine if the manager hires a bad bouncer that doesn't speak or read the local language. As a result, he or she refuses to accept any of the IDs, causing a buildup of angry clubbers waving around their identification. In the body, a mutation in the DNA causes a defective ENPP1 protein that does not accept insulin keys. As a result, the cell can never intake glucose or insulin, resulting in a rising blood glucose and insulin level. This leads to another instance of hyperglycemia, caused by what is called insulin resistance. This is getting pretty violent. What if the club owner gives the bouncer the wrong key? The bouncer will accept the clubber's ID as valid and verify their names on the guest list. However, the door doesn't budge. This results in our clubbers being stuck outside and starting a riot. In the body, the mutation causes a defect of GLUT4, which does not allow the entrance of glucose, resulting in an increase in blood sugar. Not good. What if the government, or the brain, allowed too many loiterers and homeless people to linger around the club? The result would be the overwhelming of our security guard, CAPN10, and the front of the club being too overcrowded. People, or glucose, are kept out of the club because too many loiterers are shuffling about in front of the door. In the body, this happens when there is so much fat in the bloodstream that it starts blocking the insulin receptors and glucose. This leads to a rise in sugar and insulin and is one of the leading causes of type 2 diabetes in the Western world. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned at least something about the way diabetes functions in our bodies. It was as fun to make as it is to watch. 30 million Americans, or 10% of the population, suffer from diabetes. It is the 7th leading cause of death in the United States, killing over 200,000 per year. Do what you can for your body by eating well and exercising often.